either a royal or a celebrity fan. So why is Hello so much more fun than the other magazines? Like, why have you stuck Hello out, but you didn't with Red and Glamour?
It's the weekly kind of thing. Red and Glamour, obviously monthly magazines, which means you have basically 3 weeks kind of flitting around thinking of lovely ideas, and then it all comes together in a week anyway. Whereas at Hello, it's just so fast paced. You know, news happens, you know, it breaks, and then 5 minutes later we're kind of working out how to cover it. You can just never get bored of it.
Because it's just much more exciting.
I was just saying to somebody earlier that, I mean, it's almost hard to remember what was in last week's issue because that just feels so long ago now. And the access that we get, the proper exclusives. You know, we get invited to George Clooney's wedding and cover it. But we love featuring people that have been a success in business because I think women love hearing stories of how somebody started up their business. And your business is also about your lifestyle, so it was nice to see your home and, you know, family life, and you just moved to the countryside.
Yeah, I might move back, but you can cover that again.
Great.
She goes, she comes back. What's the remit then for covering somebody? What does somebody have to be in the magazine?
They're just, Hello is kind of, it's about the lives of the rich and the famous, really. So you kind of, we're a household magazine, you know, we feature household names, really. So
but Kate Middleton's got to be the biggest gift in the world.
Oh yeah, she's incredible. And I think the royal family as well, you know, there's so much interest in the young royals now. It's not all about the kind of older guard. William and Kate and little George. I mean, we sell really well. We put George on the cover.
Do you?
Yeah, our youngest cover star and one of the most popular.
Really? More so than Kate, or?
No, Kate probably. First. I mean, people are fascinated, all age groups. I mean, she looks so great. She's been really, the greatest gift to the royal family. She really has. She hasn't put a foot wrong.
Okay, so best celebrity interview.
Oh gosh,
that's really hard. Do you still do them? Do you go out and do the interviews anymore?
Occasionally. Oh, actually, I know what my best one was. This was amazing. Actually, this was when Robbie Williams got married, and I went over to LA and interviewed Robbie and Ida in Robbie's bedroom in their big mansion.
Why in his
about
bedroom?
The wedding, because they were just like, because they used to just stay in and kind of have takeaways and kind of just hang out, really.
That's quite cool.
But Robbie was on just brilliant form, and he can be a bad interviewee as well. But he was on great form, started reenacting the proposal and nobody had heard any of this, and nobody really knew who Ida was. And the wedding was all being sort of put together in his back garden because it happened at home. And I just knew it was brilliant. And I was meant to have an hour, and I was interviewing him for 2 hours, and it could have just gone on and on. And he was really enjoying it.
Is he hot in the flesh?
He's really big. He's massive. He's like a bear.
Tall or muscular?
Just tall and big.
Okay.
Yeah. But he was cheeky, proper cheeky Robbie the showman.
Yeah.
Which was great. And I remember I interviewed Kim Cattrall once as well at the end of Sex and the City, which was finishing. This was for New Woman magazine years ago for the cover. And it was when Sex and the City was absolutely massive, and I did this interview with her, and she just burst into tears and told me the breakdown of her marriage and coinciding with the end of the show and how she felt the pressure to be like Samantha in real life, and I was in tears.
Did you cry as well?
Yes, I loved her. And she was just so open and kind of vulnerable, and she just trusted me with this big story.
He's the hottest man.
Wow, I don't know. I think the Hollywood man that I'm just dying to meet is I would just love to meet and interview Tom Cruise to work out whether he'd like hypnotise you with your eyes and you become a Scientologist, or just sort of what it
You'd
is
definitely
about
have sex with him. Not you, but I mean, one would definitely have sex with him just because he's Tom Cruise.
I don't know. I'd be fascinated to meet him.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt. I'm a real Brad Pitt fan. I mean, he just can do no wrong. And Angelina's just the coolest woman on the planet.
Do you think?
Yeah. And she manages to carry off, you know, all the humanitarian sort of work that she does. It's just authentic, you know. She
she's just phenomenally hot, isn't she?
She is, and she's just so
and they're
stunning.
outrageously hot together.
They really are.
Yeah. What's your opinion on Kim Kardashian, by the way?
I know, she's an interesting one, because she actually does very well on our website. You know, they get lots of sort of hits for stories about Kim.
I think I was told to ask you about David Beckham.
Oh yes, David.
Just before we call it a night.
She's what? Love David.
Love David, is that it? I love David.
Yeah, no, he's great. We've done a lot of work with him to do with his charity stuff. He just recently did he's been the UNICEF ambassador for 10 years.
What would be your what's your ideal story? It's like when you go to bed at night, it's like, oh my god, that would like make my whole entire career. Apart from Tom Cruise.
Gosh, what I'd really love if the Cambridges could ever be in the position where they could properly invite us into Kensington Palace and to have to see George running around and their breakfast table. Oh, God,
Their breakfast table.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Just sat there.
They probably
Will's
just have a
reading
boiled
the
egg and
papers
toasty fingers.
Yeah, maybe it would just be all so normal. But that would just be really amazing.